Hi, Happy New Year. So, um, this video is going to be very bookish, so if you're not interested in that, then you don't have to watch it. But, Happy New Year, and I just wanted to say, quick preempting before I get started on all this bookish stuff. Um, First of all, forgive me if my voice is raspy. I've been sick all month long, hence why I didn't do any videos in December because I have not been well. I've been very sick with a cold, whatever this is, like monster cold. It's been awful. And now I feel like it's gone into a sinus infection, so that's fun. Everybody else in the house is better but me, so I'm just like coughing and blowing my nose and just feeling miserable and just not doing well at all. And it's been taking me quite a while to get over it, plus all my other issues with chronic pain. So yesterday I had an MRI, which oh, that was weird. I have basically never had one. I had one when I was a kid, but I barely remember it because I was only 5 years old and I had like a seizure when I was five. Never had one again after that, but because of that, I had to have an MRI and or a CAT scan. I don't know. It might have been one of the two, but either way, it was weird. So I kind of felt a little claustrophobic because I didn't realize that there wasn't going to be that much space in the tube, so I just closed my eyes the whole time. Just thought happy thoughts. So we'll just see what comes of that. If anything good comes, I mean, it sounds silly to say anything good because health problems are not good, but any answers would be good so I can figure out how to treat it. But I am taking a medicine that the rheumatologist gave me, and that seems to kind of keep some of my pain at bay and lessen it, so that's good. Anyway, this wasn't meant to be an update video. I just wanted to let you know what was going on with me and why I haven't been around. Alright, so I'm going to talk about books that I just read, books I'm currently reading, and books that I've just picked up over the past month or so. And yeah, here goes. I'm going to put my glasses on because I'll probably have some reading to do. So this is a book I just read. I actually found it at the Dollar Tree. And I was attracted to the cover because it's like by, I can't pronounce it right now. I know how to say this word. Lycanthropy and chronic illness. Because I've experienced chronic pain and I like werewolves. So, um, I actually didn't actually read the book physically. I kind of went along with it a little bit, but I mostly listened to it on audiobook, and it was actually really good. I enjoyed it. It was a fun story. Now, there was someone on Goodreads who freaked out about this book, and she literally judged the book by its cover. Now, this main character, Priya, she is Indian, and for some reason, the person who led the review was also Indian and a chronic pain sufferer, was very offended by the cover, and I couldn't figure out why. And someone mentioned, well, maybe she thought that it had to do with the werewolf, and the skin color and all that. It didn't make sense. Um, but it even says in the synopsis of this book before you read the book that this is not her. This is her friend. So it's like I don't quite understand. The person also was very frustrated and saying that there was a lot of cultural appropriation, which I really didn't see. Maybe I'm ignorant, but um, basically complaining about a white author writing in the voice of a young Indian girl. But the frustrating thing to me is that the way things are nowadays, if you're a white author and you're not, and if you're only white writing white characters, then you're going to be in trouble for that too. You're going to be like, people are going to be complaining that you aren't being inclusive enough and bringing cultural, you know, characters in. So it's, you can't win. You can't win. But despite that, I didn't see anything. I actually thought it was a very good representation of how people feel with illnesses and pain and disabilities, and the friendship and loyalty that are developed in the story are really good too. Um, yeah, good stuff. But I would recommend reading it actually rather than the gosh, I'm sorry, the audiobook, because there's a lot of conversations in here. So Priya and her friend Bridget are part of an online Discord group that has for chronic pain and chronic illness. And so there's a whole bunch of reading of everybody's name and what they're saying, and websites and images and things like that, and emojis. So it's kind of difficult to listen to the person reading the book say all those things, and it kind of gets very monotonous. So it's nice to actually look back and see what they were doing in here. So if you aren't bothered by that, then by all means listen to the audiobook, but otherwise you might want to read those parts in the actual book. Um, Very short synopsis. Like I said, this girl she's in med school, pre-med, and she ends up with Lyme disease. She's very upset. Life has turned around. She finds this chronic illness support group and makes friends with people, and finds out that her friend Bridget lives very close by, about an hour away. And one day, and I'm not spoiling anything because it says it on the synopsis here. One day she doesn't hear from her friend, and she goes to see her, and there's like this wild rabid dog, not rabid, but it seems rabid, wild dog at her house. And then she realizes it's an actual huge wolf, and the next day she realizes it's her friend Bridget, who's actually a werewolf. So anyway, it's a crazy, fun, silly, but serious story at the same time. So that's what I just read. Um, Another thing I just read, November, I think maybe the end of November, beginning of December, was I don't have the physical copy. I did audiobook as well. Was Rosamund Pilcher's Winter Solstice, and that I did with the book club, um, Morgan Lung's book club, and that was really good. I want to own the book so bad. It was a really good story. I really didn't think I was gonna like it, but it ended up being a lot better than I thought it would be. It was a really sweet story. Anyway, so another one. Oh, I think those are it for what I just read. And having those two stories read, I actually surpassed, and a couple of other stories I read surpassed my reading goal. My reading goal, and it doesn't seem much for some people because some people read like 50 to 100 books a year. I can't do that. I can't, mostly because of mom life. But I'm a slow reader and I can't do that. So my goal was 8 books because last year, 2023, I had read 7 books. So I really wanted to at least read 8 books, and I did. I was so excited. And then I ended up reading 11 books before the new year. So yay. I was really excited about that. So I just started, I think it was yesterday. No, it was a couple days ago. I just started this. I'm actually doing the audiobook again because I have to travel on the bus a lot, and it really helps pass the time. But I'm going to kind of supplement it, kind of go back and forth between the book and the actual audiobook. So Yeah, this is Emily's Wild Encyclopedia of Fairies. Now I'm very late in the game on this, but I don't care. I don't care if I'm reading popular things when they come out. You know, a lot of people have recommended this in their videos, and I thought the cover was beautiful, and I love things about folklore and fairies, so I was like, yes, sign me up. So far, it's really cute, and not really cute, but I don't know what the word is to describe it. It's mysterious and small town folky, and I love things like that, so that's a current read. And I know I've talked about this many, many times, but I'm still reading this. See how thick it is. I am on page 176. I'm not sure how many chapters in that is. Let's see. I was going to try to make a big chunk of reading time yesterday while I was on the bus. Yeah, I'm 18 chapters, not quite, almost 18 chapters in. But I started not feeling good on the bus, and I just couldn't, so I just listened to my audiobook instead. But hopefully I'll get back to reading this maybe later tonight. Make a dent, maybe a couple more chapters. But I really am enjoying it. You know, I'm in love with these characters. There's some of them I love to hate. There's some of them that I love to love, and I just can't wait to actually finish the whole series, but it's going to take me some time. And I'm reading this with my son, which is book 5 in the series of unfortunate events, the Austere Academy. This is the second time around read for me. I read this whole series years ago, but I'm counting it toward my reading goals because I hadn't put it in my Goodreads yet. So, you know, it's a book. I'm reading it, so why not? But yet my son really enjoys these, so we're reading those together. A good friend from church, she actually gave me all those, and she went out and bought more of them for me and Dragon, and she's looking for all the Harry Potter books for me because I only owned a couple of them. I was really excited by that, and I'm really grateful. Vitamin C. The one that I'm currently reading, yes, it's crazy that I'm reading several books at once, but I feel like if I don't, then I'm never going to get any reading done. But they're different enough that I can keep it, you know. It's not like I'm confused by and getting them mixed up. Not at all. I got Pillow Thoughts 2, and I think I showed this in another video. Oh, I'm sorry, 3 in another video. So I just pick this up from time to time, or when I go somewhere waiting for a doctor appointment or something, and just read some. It's got some really good stuff in here. And I think that's it for current reads and what I have read. Now I'm just going to show some stuff that I picked up at little free library boxes. Mostly I pick up things because of covers, you know, or titles. But this one sounded really cool. I don't know if anybody's read this. It's called Midnighters. And it's from the author of Uglies, Pretties, and Specials. So, this, to me, it sounded cool. It says, as the Midnighters search for the truth about the secret hour, they uncover terrifying mysteries woven into the very fabric of Bixby's history, in Bixby, Oklahoma, and a conspiracy that touches the world of daylight. The Midnighters are now in mortal danger and great risk of losing one of their own. So, it sounds cool. Then I got these two Goosebumps books just because I thought the covers were really cool. Maybe my son will want to read them someday. There's Slappy World, The Dummy Meets the Mummy, and Attack of Jack. I know Slappy is like one of the most popular characters in the Goosebumps universe, and I haven't read a lot of Goosebumps books, but I've read some, and I've also Wow. Sorry, my camera just told me storage was low. I've also watched the television show Goosebumps, as well as the newer Goosebumps adaptations on Disney Plus, are very excellent. And if you are a fan of Friends, David Schwimmer is going to be in the next season of Goosebumps, and I'm very excited to see that. So, and then I got this one, which I was very attracted to the cover. Look how cool that looks. Called Deep Haven, a book about friendship and bravery and doing the right thing even when the right thing is terrifying. Deep Haven is delightfully gothic, brilliantly timeless. I adored this book from start to finish. Gorgeous illustrations by the author only add to its spooky charm. This one belongs on school library shelves. Of course, it's, young adult. But, it says when Guinevere, love that name, new Tallow receives a mysterious acceptance letter to a secluded school, they know it is the escape from their unsettled life and the fresh start that they have been looking for. But things are odd from the moment they arrive. The house itself seems to breathe. Students whisper secrets in dark corridors, and the entire east wing of the academy is locked away for reasons no one wants to explain. But Nev, oh, I'm sorry, it says Nev. I thought it said new. Makes sense, Guinevere. But Nev knows something strange, and Ragged stalks the shadowy corridors, something that sobs quietly and scratches at the walls, waiting to be released. Nev must unravel the mysteries hidden in Deep Haven's halls. With the help of Danny, a new friend, will they risk their fresh start to bring the Academy's secret to light? So it sounds really cool. I like stories like that, So I don't know when I'll be reading these, but, I'm trying to collect as many books to have my own library. So then today I actually had just a little, enough money to go and have a little bit of fun at Barnes & Noble. We still have a car, and the buses weren't running today, so we walked. It's not too far away, it's about a mile away, maybe 2 miles there and back, I don't know, something like that. So the whole family, we just went out to Barnes & Noble and to Hagen, and I was in the market for 3 things. I wanted a book, I wanted a new calendar, and I wanted a puzzle. I didn't get a new book, which made me sad. I needed a new book like a hole in the head, but I ended up buying something for my son instead, which is fine. So anyway, the calendar I got is Wednesday, because why not? Wednesday is awesome. So I'm not going to show you all of them, but I'll show you my favorite ones. Well, I don't know. I'll just show you a couple. I like this picture. There's Enid. There's Thing. I like this one. There's November, and it's very November. Very dark academia. Very fall. I was actually happy that my birthday had a pretty cool one. Let's see if I can show you. I wasn't sure I was going to find a calendar that was going to top the last calendar I got. Last calendar I got was Universal Monsters, which is amazing. But this is still pretty cool. So this is what I have for my birthday. If you have not watched this, you probably should, especially if you're an Addams Family fan. Yeah, I was pleasantly surprised at how good this is. I'm looking forward to it. It also came with stickers, which is really cool. I love these stickers. So, yeah. This is one of my favorite ones right here. There. And then the puzzle I picked up, I just finished doing a puzzle. It was Morgan Long's puzzle that I purchased through, and it was really fun to do. So it made me really want to do another puzzle, especially one with lots of detail. And this was like one of the first ones I saw when I walked in. And now that I've proved to myself twice that I can do a 500-piece puzzle, I don't want to go anything beyond that. I'm not interested in 1,000 at all. But I got this one. It's so freaking cute. Look at all the details. It's called the Year of the Dragon. And I'm a huge dragon fan. And it has, like, he's got all these books. I don't know if it's a he or a she. But the dragon has a bunch of books here. It's got Dragon Song by Anne McCaffrey. It's got Harry Potter. It's got The Hobbit. It's got Game of Thrones. Try to see what else there is. I can't read that one. It's got a C.S. Lewis, Voyage of the Dawn Trader. I just thought it was really cool that it was bookish too. And then there's just so many cute details in this. So it's going to be fun. I love things with details. It's going to be a very fun puzzle to do. I already opened it. It came with like a mini poster of it, which I'm really excited about. Because I like having a closer look than just at the box, you know, where I can move it and look at it really close. Plus, I'll probably hang this up sometime. And the pieces in the box are decent size. They're not tiny, which makes me happy. I like decent sized puzzle pieces. So I'll probably start that sometime this week. Excited to do that. Actually I probably showed it on one of my videos or on my Instagram that has this really cool puzzle board. And it's heavy and I have to take it back and forth, you know, down the hallway to the kitchen table. But the fact that it's portable and I could hide it under the bed and, you know, bring it out when I'm ready to work on the puzzle. It has a clear cover to it to protect it. It has 4 drawers for sorting pieces. And that just makes me so happy because it just makes it easier to do the puzzle. So anyway, thank you so much for joining me on this New Year's Day to talk about books. And so if you guys are readers, what are you currently reading? Or do you have some books that you hope to read? What are your reading goals for the new year? I want to give a shout out to my friend Tina. I know that she's an avid reader and she has a lot of really great books that she posts a lot that she's going to read this year, and I hope that she gets to do that. So, hi Tina, and just hope you guys have a great new year. Bye.